Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli back with another review video, and yes, reviewing something else on Netflix, and this was recent actually. That's right, you read the title of what I'm reviewing. I am reviewing Pieces of Her, based on the book by the same name by Karen Slaughter. Yeah, I think I said her full name right. Well, I mean, I did hear about this series a while back, that it was coming to Netflix, and it had a pretty good cast, and I kind of didn't realize that, well, until when I heard about this series, I found out that, well, this is based on a book, and yeah, that's pretty interesting, and I don't know, just something came into me, like, I'll give this a shot, and I did, and you know what? It wasn't that bad for me. I actually think it was okay. It was actually quite good, because thrilling and, mystery and all that kind of stuff. It had a good cast, as I said. Laura Oliver, played by Toni Collette, her daughter, Andy Oliver, or Andrea, I think I'm right, but, short for short, Andy, I guess. Andy Oliver, played by Bella Heathcote, and, because they're mother and daughter, and, because basically, does it say about the plot? I think, so, hold on a second. Actually, yeah. Yeah, this is it, yeah. A woman pieces together her mother's dark past after a violent attack in their small town brings hidden threats and deadly secrets to light. Yeah, because the way I spoke, why not? So, yeah, this was pretty interesting, what was going on. There are 8 episodes, and I watched all 8 episodes, not too long ago, and as I record this, and so, the rest of the cast, because here's another thing. When looking at, say, the trailers, and, as I was watching the episodes, I was thinking, well, there's another character in this, named Jane, played by Jessica Barden, and I was like, well, are Jessica Barden and Toni Collette's characters the same? Because apparently, Jane is, where the time and setting is a couple years back, and when it's finally revealed, oh, they are the same character. Okay, Laura went by a different name, Jane. Well, I think starting off of Jane, then changed her name, identity to Laura. So, and because Jane's family, that's her real name, I guess. Yeah, very strange stuff about her family, her father, Martin Quiller, because that's the name of, that's Jane's actual last name, Quiller. Martin Quiller, the father, played by Terry O'Quinn. Yep, the same guy from Lost, and us Star Trek fans would remember him from that one episode of The Next Generation, The Pegasus, where he played that one Starfleet admiral. And some of the others, there was Jane's brother, Jasper Quiller, and there was also wait a minute. If I'm correct, oh yeah, because I'm trying to see, a young Jasper Quiller, I want to say. Yeah, there was a young Jasper Quiller. Where is he? I'm almost lost my place. Yeah, played by Colin Worthy, and Andrew Quiller, played by Nicholas Burton, and young Jasper Quiller, played by Callum Worthy, I think that's how you say his last name, and older Jasper Quiller, played by David Wenham. And Jasper would take his father's place after, at one point, we see that Martin Quiller was killed. And one thing about Martin Quiller is he's an evil man, and he's being the king, and even his children, worshiping him or something like that. There was at one point, in one flashback with a very young Jane Quiller, where her and her siblings were almost about to be rescued by their mother, but Martin Quiller stepping in, one of Jane's brothers actually unlocks the car doors, and Martin pulls them back in, and I guess at one point, Jane's mother does get killed. I can't remember who... I don't know who played the mother. I'm not sure. But, oh, I think... Oh, no, it's her. The mother, Annette Quiller, played by Sarah Aubrey. Yeah, I said that right. Sarah Aubrey. Some other characters that we see in this, like, Laura's ex-husband and stepfather to Andy, Gordon Oliver, played by Omari Hardwick. I know I got the last name right, but I'm not sure if I got the first name right. I'm just saying. I do apologize. Then there's one guy, who, at first, like, Andy thinks, he's part of, like, who it is that's after, like, after her and her mother, but no, he's, like, part of the FBI or something. Michael Vargas, I'm not sure if I'm saying his last name right, played by Jacob Sikapo. I think I got that right. And I think, yeah, there's a bit of, like, of romance, there's slightly a romance between Jacob and Andy. That's nice. And some other characters, like there was Arthur Gibson and little Andy. We see a young Andy when she was a toddler, played by Ellie Lang. And one of the other big characters, and that, was a boyfriend to Jane, and who would be the father of Andy, Nick. Young Nick, played by Joe Dempsey, and older Nick Harp in present time, played by Aaron Jeffrey. When I saw Aaron Jeffrey appear as Nick, I was like, I know that face. Who is that guy? I've seen him before. Then when I checked, I was like, oh, now I remember what I've seen him from. He was in X-Men Origins Wolverine. He was Logan's father, and Logan killed his father. So that's who he is. Yeah, so he was in X-Men Origins as Logan's actual blood father. So his actual father, But anyways, let me tell you, because for one thing, I gotta give it to, like, say, Tony, Bella, and Jessica. They do a spot-on job with doing American accents, because Tony and Jessica, they are British. Bella is Australian, but they really do a good job with doing American accents. Yeah. Jessica Barton did do another one. It was a movie she did, Love, like, I forget the name of it, but I'm actually going to review that at some point. And Toni Collette, Tony and Bella, they did other American voices as well. I'm trying to remember what else was there. Well, because, again, I think that this series was okay for me, like, the feel to it, and let me tell you, the style of the show was very interesting. And we find out so much as each episode, like, continues, one after the other. And I like it, and at one point, because even, there was this, like, one woman that, like, Andy, like, she disguises herself as somebody and goes in to speak with this one woman. I think it's, Kathina, played by Melissa Bond. I think that's how you say her last name. Because I think, it's really hard to tell, because I guess for me, like, from what I can tell, like Martin Quiller, obviously, he's psycho. He's a psychopath. He's evil, and for Nick, I'm sure he is too, but, because... he really didn't like Jane's father. It's still hard to tell, like, because if both are considered villains in this series, Martin Quiller for sure, the father, but Nick, I guess it's mutual. I really don't know, but the ending to it, because, well, everything does end pretty well. I mean, for one thing, it does kind of... I feel as though this does kind of tease the possibility of it continuing, like, a second season. Like, for example, Laura gets a phone call from her older brother, Jasper, and, I'll keep in touch, or whatever he says. The last words he says to her on the phone. So, like, he could be the next antagonist, for season 2. I don't know. But... I'd be okay. I'd be up for a second season. Again, because, honestly, I thought this series was not bad. It was pretty good. And how do I rate Pieces of Her? But to wrap things up, Pieces of Her, I think, was a pretty good series, and if it does come back for season 2, like, I think at one point I read an article or something that the cast are hoping for a season 2, so yeah. But again, okay, so to wrap things up, how do I rate Pieces of Her? Well, I'll probably give it, because since I've been saying in this review that I've enjoyed it, I'll give it, 8 out of 10 stars, yeah. 8 out of 10 stars for Pieces of Her, season 1. Well, I mean, it is titled season 1, so, but just in case, maybe the title will change, I don't know, But let's hope, yeah, I'd be up for a season 2, so we'll just have to wait and see, like, when, like, we hear news about this, etc. But for now, we have season 1. So again, 8 out of 10 stars for Pieces of Her. You guys let me know what you think of Pieces of Her, what you thought of my review. Leave comments and give this review a like as always. So with all that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Pieces of Her. More reviews coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video /review. Take care, and peace out.